We are currently enjoying one of the best economies in America's history, and President Trump is not shy about taking full credit for it.
If we hadn't reversed the failed economic policies of the previous administration, the world would not now be witnessing this great economic success.
You'll notice that only one side of the chamber is applauding that, the Republicans. They know that this booming economy will be a driving force in the 2020 election. And that's why the other side of the room is not standing and applauding. As Democratic strategist James Carville once brilliantly and plainly said that when it comes to winning elections, it's the economy, stupid. It's still the economy. And President Trump will now be able to confidently ask the American voters the same question that Ronald Reagan famously asked when he was running for re-election.
Are you better off than you were 4 years ago? Is it easier for you to go and buy things in the stores than it was 4 years ago? Is there more or less unemployment in the country than there was 4 years ago?
Reagan went on to win re-election by a landslide, and there is no question that the economy is strong right now. So what are the Democrats to do? Enter former President Barack Obama.
So when you hear all this talk about economic miracles right now, remember who started it.
That was Barack Obama last year campaigning for a Senate candidate in Nevada. But you can expect a lot more of that this year. In fact, it's already started. The former president tweeted this: 11 years ago today, at the bottom of one of the worst recessions in generations, I signed the Recovery Act, paving the way for a decade of economic growth and one of the longest streaks of job creation in American history. You can expect to hear a lot more of that from President Obama during the campaign after the Democrats pick their nominee. President Trump, of course, immediately responded on Twitter, saying, among other things, that what Obama is trying to tell you is a con job. So who's right? Who deserves the credit? Let's take a look at the numbers. There were 8.9 million jobs created over the 8 years that Barack Obama was in office, for an average of 1.1 million jobs per year. In the 3 years that Donald Trump has been in office, 6.7 million jobs have been created, for an average of over 2.2 million jobs a year. So both presidents have been job creators. But to be fair to President Obama, he started with one of the worst recessions in American history and had to dig his way out of an economic hole. And the unemployment rate shows that. When President Obama came into office, the unemployment rate was over 10%. When he left office, it was 4.7%. But Donald Trump has kept it going down all the way to 3.5%, the lowest unemployment rate in 5 decades. Another important statistic is the GDP growth. That's the total of all the services, goods, and investments in the United States for a given year. The average GDP under Barack Obama was 2.1%. Under Donald Trump, it's been 2.5%. Those numbers are just okay compared to past presidents. I could continue showing you charts, but I think you get the idea. Wages went up under Barack Obama and then accelerated under Donald Trump. The stock market went up under Barack Obama, then hit records during Donald Trump's administration. Just about every economic indicator rose during the last 4 years of Barack Obama and then continued to go up under Donald Trump. In these angry partisan times, I get that there's a tug of war between Democrats and Republicans over who gets the credit for the good economy, which is only exacerbated by the 2020 election approaching fast. But does it have to be that way? Are we so divided that we give credit based on whether we watch Fox News or CNN, or whether there's an R or a D after somebody's name? Why can't we just give credit to both? Because the economic charts show they both deserve it. Barack Obama dug us out of a recession in his first term, and in his second term, put the economy back on its feet. And Donald Trump took over from there and took the economy to heights we haven't seen in a half a century. So to answer Ronald Reagan's question, yes, we are better off than we were 4 years ago, but we're a lot better off than we were 12 years ago, and 2 men deserve the credit, but only one is running for re-election. I'm Larry Mendte. We'll talk again soon.